Today we're going to talk about 10 things that you may not know about all-on-4 dental implants. Number 1, all-on-4 allows you to eat foods that you otherwise couldn't eat. This is really true because the patients who come to see us, they really can't eat a lot of foods. And when they have a full set replacement with all-on-4, this restores their function completely. So they're able to bite into apples, to chew steak. There really are no restrictions with dental implants, so they can eat what they want. Number 2, all-on-4 is an amazing permanent alternative to dentures. Implants are permanent because they're installed in the jawbone and they provide a very solid base onto which we're going to attach the full set of teeth onto those implants. So they are permanent, they're solid in the mouth, they feel very, very strong, and because of the way that they feel in their mouth, the patients feel very secure. They're not going to get loose over time.
My teeth feel really strong, like I have no loose teeth, no nothing. I feel like my old self, like I used to be. I feel like I'm revived and fresh. So I want to get out there and start living again.
The teeth are fixed and they're a permanent replacement to dentures or deteriorated teeth. Number 3, all-on-4 are easy to clean. That is a fact, especially for treatment done here at All-on-4 Clinic, because we pay special attention to the way that we do the implants. The main thing with when we perform implants, and specifically All-on-4 treatments at All-on-4 Clinic, is we want to position them in the right position so that they don't create any sort of need for a mass of plastic in the mouth. And by positioning them correctly, it makes them easier to clean. Number 4, not all-on-4 procedures are the same. Now, this is really important to understand that all-on-4 is a technique that can be done in so many different ways. The one thing that's very different at All-on-4 Clinic is the way that we produce the final teeth immediately. That is a big difference because the final teeth have many advantages, and I'm going to talk about them in one of the other points. Number 5, at All-on-4 Clinic, we fit your permanent final teeth the very next day. This is what makes us different, and this is what makes us unique. And the reason we develop these systems to be able to fit the final teeth the very next day is because there are some clear advantages to doing so. It is a very sophisticated and complicated process that we need to undertake in order to be able to deliver on this promise. But making the teeth final actually improves the healing of the implants. Why is that? Because when you put something that's temporary on the implants just to allow them to heal, the temporary teeth are not very strong. They're fragile by nature, and because they're fragile, what can happen is that parts of the temporary teeth can chip or break, and that can then release the support from the other implants, and then the other implants can be receiving a lot more pressure, and then it can affect the healing of the implants. When you have the final teeth inserted the next day, what we mean by final teeth is that we have a titanium frame which provides the support that we need to allow the implants to act in a group. And when they act in a group, of course, they're protecting each other because there are 4 bases that are holding the whole thing together. And of course, the way it's going to be finished is going to be more with the normal natural gum. But inside of this, we have this titanium frame. So the reason some clinics are not able to offer these titanium frames is because they simply don't have the facility to be able to do that, because there is no other reason why you wouldn't create the final teeth immediately after surgery if you were able to do so. So in other clinics, the same final teeth that we fit the very next day are usually done about 3 to 6 months down the track, where the patient has to go through another process of creating the teeth. Number 6, all-on-4 improves your confidence, your personality, and your self-esteem. One of the first things that people notice about you is your smile. So when you have a nice set of teeth, this is something that goes a long way to the way that people are reacting to you, and also to the way that this reaction makes you feel.
And now that when I can see them looking at my teeth, I just feel more confident.
Having a perfect set of teeth is something that a lot of people really dream of having. And people, when they get the all-on-4 treatment, we have a clean canvas to work off. So we can create the exact smile that you want. Which is very different to when we're doing individual repairs on teeth or trying to improve the shapes of teeth when they're still there. So patients who have really deteriorated teeth or have dentures really have this opportunity to create that really natural and perfect smile.
I was just sitting in the mirror just looking at my teeth. That made me feel like it's me. Like I looked at me and the teeth just made me feel like when I was like 16, like how they used to be.
Number 7, not all cases actually require 4 implants, and some may need to have more than 4. And the way we determine this is when we, at the time of surgery, when we decide on what the bone situation's like, we can sometimes alter the plan because it needs to be altered. And this is what we call all-on-4 plus. So all-on-4 plus involves certain additional techniques that may need to be done in order to improve the overall outcome for the patient. Sometimes it involves additional implants, and sometimes it involves things like bone grafting. Either way, these procedures are added on as part of the all-on-4 treatment in order to get a better result at the end. Number 8. The teeth made at all-on-4 clinic are actually designed to look and feel natural. This is really important for us because we don't just want to give our patients a white set of teeth that's flat or like that's completely unnatural. It needs to be natural looking, and we can make it really white, but as long as the shapes are correct and it fits the face, it can still look very natural. And with all-on-4, we can actually go ahead and use any type of color as long as we create the right balance and the shapes of the teeth match the face. We can still achieve a beautiful natural result even with the whiter shades of the teeth. Number 9, there are many different payment options when choosing all-on-4 clinic for the all-on-4 dental implants treatment. The cost of this treatment can be prohibitive for some patients, but we do have those quite a few options in order to be able to help patients to pay for it. There are interest-free finance, we have secured finance, but we also have the ability to work with the patient's overall medical plan, and there are some patients who have pain who could be entitled to use some of their super contributions towards paying for the dental treatment, and that's something that's been very popular as well. But if not, there are ways that we can help as well to try and facilitate this treatment for patients who need it. Number 10, dental implants have been around since the 1950s. Professor Bronnemark's research regarding dental implants back in the 50s was when he installed the titanium microscopes into living organisms in order to determine the healing of bone. And what he discovered when he came to remove those microscopes after he finished his studies, that the microscopes were actually stuck in the bone. So he couldn't remove them, and he discovered this process of osseointegration. Osseointegration means the integration of bone with the titanium material. So he discovered that titanium is a bio-inert material, which means that our body likes this material and wants to attach itself and adhere itself to this titanium. The first patient to receive dental implants was actually in 1965. And this patient received a full set of implants, and his one wish was that he wasn't going to die with his teeth in a glass of water. He did pass away some years back, and he did die with his teeth in his mouth, with his implanted teeth. Now, those weren't the very original version of the teeth that were fitted on the implants, but it does show that implants are permanent because most of them did last in this first patient for the entire duration of his life. All-on-4 Clinic has facilities right throughout Australia, so look us up and make sure that you check our YouTube channels and tune in to our new videos for more information about this treatment. My name is Dr. Alex Fibishenko. Thank you for tuning in. Have a good one.